Hello, welcome back everybody. I am the Bradley Assassin. This is the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel and the Wednesday live stream edition for the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. Appreciate everyone for taking some time today out of their busy Wednesday to give us the views, the likes, and the subs that we need to continue to grow. I do have a little bit of news for everybody today in regards to both the crypto space and to the channel. All positive news, of course. As you can see right now, I think I solved my green screen issue that I've been having the past few weeks. Figured out something that I used to have a little trick that I forgot about from my Twitch days that I did, and it looks pretty good right now. So the only difference is now you can see the big gap in my head from my surgery. Y'all want to see it? Can you see that big hole? Ridiculous. Ian Ninja Defender with a $20 super chat says, King of the Mountain. Thank you, sir. Incredibly generous. You always go above and beyond, my friend. Thank you so much. In fact, speaking above and beyond, I wanted to show everyone the Bradley Assassin community, amazingly, sent me some flowers Monday, the day before my surgery. Look at this. Look how incredible, from the Bradley Assassin, from the Bradley community, all the breadheads out there. So thanks to everyone who was behind that, and the thoughtfulness was incredible. Very appreciative, and they're sitting right here on my desk. Due to the green screen, if I put them in the background, it kind of blocks them all out. but that was incredible. So thanks everyone for being so thoughtful. And yeah, everything's good. I do meet with my doctor Monday, so he can let me know where we stand on everything like that. But obviously, he would have spoken to me if there was a problem. So we think we cut out all the bad stuff. And I'll know a little bit more Monday. But I'm okay. Obviously, the anesthesia caught me. I was a little groggy and woozy and whatnot for the first, 24 hours or so. But I'm good enough now to hop on here and knock out some live stream. I also uploaded the prize announcement video onto the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. So for those that didn't see that or were not aware, make sure to hop onto the channel and comment with your Vechain wallet address so that you are eligible to participate in the giveaway. So, all good news. Before we move into the coin market cap recap and the news and all the stuff I pulled on many of the coins that we normally follow here on the channel, I wanted to let everyone know, for those that have been following the channel a while, remember, I guess, man, it's probably been a couple months now or a month. I can't remember. I'll have to go check the date that I told everyone that I ordered that 8-card server rack mining kit from China. I wanted to take the chance on ordering it before I passed the information on to the community in case I never got it or it wasn't what it was supposed to be or that sort of stuff. Well, it came in yesterday. It officially arrived yesterday from China. And so now I can do my next part of the cryptocurrency mining edition because I really wanted one of these things. It simplifies the build out. Like, it's basically a server case with the 8-card slot. You don't need PCI risers. It comes with the motherboard built onto it. It comes with the memory, if I'm not mistaken. It comes with the processor. So it's kind of an all-in-one, real easy. If you're new into the space, we don't have to get as detailed, even though I still plan on going over everything. But ultimately, it's just something you can stick some graphics cards on and plug it in. It comes with power supply, everything. Really nice. I didn't open it yet because with what's been going on the last few days with me health-wise, they told me not to lift anything heavy, blah, 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 for a few days in risk of popping stitches and that sort of crap. So I'm going to let it marinate over the weekend and see how I feel at the beginning of the week. And hopefully we can open it. I'm gonna do a video, open it live on the video, and show everyone exactly how it comes, and we can hopefully get into testing it out, and then I'll pass on the information. I didn't want to let everyone get that information out to everyone if it wasn't a working product kind of thing. So we'll get into that. I do see my green screen's kind of acting up with the white behind me, but man, it looks so good. I'm afraid to mess with it. Anyway, okay. So I think we can move right on into the coin market cap recap of the day, just so we can touch on the entirety of the crypto space value wise right now. And then we will move into the news that I have pulled. And as you can see in the title, no, it did not come with graphics cards. Graphics cards, I've been on a list for 3 months to have graphics cards, to purchase graphics cards. Obviously the most difficult part of all builds. But anyway, you can see I got some Dogecoin news, Vechain, Elon Musk shenanigans, some pretty important chain games news, and again the Peerex network. I did touch on this Monday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on the live stream about the Peerex network. But I wanted to just reiterate on it and touch on it again for those that missed the Monday stream, because I think it's very important. I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of what's happening in 2 days. But we will get into that. So first and foremost, let's move into the coin market cap recap. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stretch this out a little bit so I can see it like every time. Okay, so we are on the up and up overall in the crypto space after those kind of back-to-back corrections we had. Hold on, let me check one more thing. Okay, yeah, so ultimately it looks like we're rebounding pretty strongly from, it was just kind of like a bombardment of FUD that hit us all at the same time between the banning of cryptocurrency in Turkey and the negativity towards one of the exchanges out there, supposedly CEOs running off with people's money. Excuse me. Followed by Biden and his capital gains tax proposal, and then the ridiculous 80% rumor with Janet Yellen and crypto taxes, which was just a complete rumor. Again, like I tell everyone all the time, we've been dealing with ups and downs and FUDs for a decade. You're gonna have stuff like that all the time. Unfortunately, not everyone is a veteran of the crypto space and gets scared off and get scared out of their positions, and it happens all the time. But ultimately, this is what happens. We're moving right back into position to really take off. Especially altcoins seem to be gaining on Bitcoin in general. And you can see here, we are now with our market cap is up to 2,082,000,000,000. Currently just about 0.32% over the last 24 hours. But you can see here Bitcoin over $1 trillion again, with $1,022,000,000 market cap, with a $54,700 coin. Ethereum performing fantastically through this entire situation, up to $2,719, ladies and gentlemen. Binance Coin in the number 3 spot at $559. XRP in the number 4 spot at $1.35. Cardano in the number 6 spot, also performing nicely at $1.31. And the ultra popular Dogecoin, which is a focus here on the Barely Assassin YouTube channel, up to 30 cents, up 13.5% on the 24 hours. And we will touch on that in a minute. That is the first order of news for the day. Polkadot in the number 8 spot at $33.59. Uniswap in the number 9 spot at $42.67, also performing amazingly. And holding down the number 10 spot is Litecoin at $254. We have Chainlink, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space, holding steady at $35.80. And then Vechain, ladies and gentlemen, the growing popularity around Vechain is just astounding after so many years of it being stagnant. But as everyone knows, while it's holding down the number 13 spot, is my favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space, and is just below 20 cents, also holding pretty well against the recent declines. Solana, who I touched on in Monday's stream, I think is a fantastic project. Has a lot of positive momentum right now, up to $46.74. Let's see, we've got Theta back up to $11, Tron back up to 12 cents. we have, let's see, some other Pancake Swap, who I also briefly touched on in Monday's stream. I think Pancake and Solana, for some reason, I just have a gut feeling, are going to continue to perform very well. I'm not the most analytical and chart driven guy in the world, as everyone knows, but with so much activity on the Binance Smart Chain, it seems like Pancake Swap is just in an amazing position to continue growth. So there's that. And then moving down, we got crypto.com at about 18.8 cents. BitTorrent back up to 7 cents, 0.007 cents. We got, let's see, and I do like to always check in on the graph. As you guys know, I was once invested in it and I moved out, but I like to keep tabs on it wherever it is. $1.53. I was trying to get back in around $1.25, and I seem to have just missed that because the graph seems to bounce from around $1.50 all the way up to $2.50, and it seems like it'd have been a good situation to get in, even still. But I've just got my focus is on Vechain right now, and I like what I'm seeing with Peerex too. So that's that. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's move back into the mainstream. Okay, and back in the mainstream, again, just looking at the tickers, you can see Bitcoin at 54,792, Vechain right at 20 cents again, Peerex network reading a penny, but the Peerex network seems to be jumping around in price due to its migration onto the Binance Smart Chain. Like some exchanges are reading 0.007 cents. Some exchanges are reading a penny. So it's a little bit up and down, but ultimately I think that's just the activity involved in the volume leading up to its launch pad in 2 days, which we will get into again as well. Not to mention the obvious 30-cent Dogecoin, which we will move right into in 1 second after I cover Mr. Jason Dixon's $2 super chat. Welcome back, Mr. Jason Dixon. Always a pleasure to have you here at the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. He says, "What's up, fool? So many cryptocurrencies, too many." Yes, there's a lot. There is a lot. And like I always say here, look, I'm just a dude. There are upwards of 8,000 or something crazy like that cryptocurrency. Obviously, we tend to focus on the ones the community brings to light and those that I am aware of, and ultimately, and especially those that I'm invested in. So we do the best we can. You know, I'm not going to have information on everything, but I do listen, and the community is why we're here. Share information and make better investing decisions. So, T-Bay Mufon says, "I picked up another 5 link last night at 42 Canadian." Yes, I touched on that over the last few weeks a couple times for those that follow the channel. I think Chainlink is on the verge of a serious explosion to the tune of at least doubling in price here into the summer months. Probably more, but I'm pretty conservative. It just seems to be involved in every project with all this DeFi everywhere. Chainlink's involved in all of it. It's kind of like the foundation and is entrenched into all that DeFi stuff, and it just seems like it's an amazing project. Now, Band is very, very nice too. And when it comes to two projects that are similar, I ultimately go for the one with the lesser supply and the one that's been around longer. So, but Chainlink's my guy. Okay, thanks everybody for the kind words and the thoughtfulness about the surgery. Yeah, I think everything went pretty well. I'm here, so you know, it could be worse. I mean, it hurts. It feels like I got hit by a baseball bat, but it wouldn't be my first time I got hit by a baseball bat in the head. I used to be a ruffian growing up. Okay, moving on to the news, I think, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about 50 viewers. Obviously, the live streams have been down recently, but that's not going to stop me from doing what we do. I'm going to move into the news that I have pulled today, and we will cover all of that. And then we will come back into the stream, do some chat, and see what the numbers look like at that point. Okay, good. Let's do that. Let's move into the display capture real quick, ladies and gentlemen. And here we have, first and foremost, this is from CNBC.com, obviously reputable journalism here, but it says Dogecoin price surges after tweets from Elon Musk and Mark Cuban. And I know most people here are pretty familiar with the Dogecoin movement and the popularity surrounding Dogecoin, and know that Elon Musk is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live, I believe on May 8th. And then, of course, Mark Cuban was recently on Ellen, and also discussed Dogecoin there. So a lot of activity around Dogecoin surrounding those two influential people in the media and just in the world in general. And as you can see, the key points read: Dogecoin's price has soared 20% in the last 24 hours to 32 cents, according to data from Coinmetrics. Elon Musk and Mark Cuban have both made tweets supporting the meme-inspired cryptocurrency, but its wild surge has led to warnings from some investors who view it as a speculative bubble. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of aware of what it is at this point, especially those here on the channel. But they just go on to touch a little bit more on the key points. But yeah, and then this was released today at 9:30 a.m. And Mr. Elon Musk has tweeted again, and we'll touch on that too, which caused a gigantic spike earlier. But moving on from this bit of information, which is the pretty obvious news right now, but this is what we touched on earlier just a minute ago. It says Dogecoin spikes on Elon Musk's Saturday Night Live tweet. And the Tesla CEO referred to himself as the Doge Father ahead of his Saturday Night Live appearance on May 8th. And as you can see here on the charts, that gigantic green spike we had after that consolidation period was from that tweet where he said the Doge Father in relation to his upcoming appearance on Saturday Night Live. So let's get back into the news. Okay. And we're going to move into some Vechain AMA. The Vechain AMA was today on the Reddit forum Cryptocurrency, where they have over 2 million members. And while tons and tons of information was discussed, I just pulled a couple of the concrete answers, because there was a lot of, Mr. Sonny Lou is famous for not really wanting to divulge a lot of information. He normally lets the partners do that kind of thing. But there were a couple things I pulled that were pretty obvious that I thought were the most important from the AMA. And one is this. This is the question comes from Krypton and Sippin. Hold on, let me check this super chat right here. Mr. Jason Dixon once again says, bro, Mark Cuban called Dogecoin the Doja. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, okay. Moving back, let's touch on this real quick. So the Krypton and Sippin was the question it came from, and again, there were thousands of questions thrown out, but this was interesting because it said, did Sonny Lou just hint that Tesla may use Vechain blockchain in the future in the Reddit AMA? And check this out, ladies and gentlemen, highlighting the some of the question right here. It says, did you consider approaching Tesla / Elon Musk with carbon credits project, since Vechain and Tesla has the same environmental oriented goal? And moving down into Sonny Lou's answers, at the very bottom you see he says, by the way, if I remember correctly, Tesla is also a customer of DNV, which is correct. Obviously, Sonny Lou's not gonna misspeak. And for those that follow the channel, know that DNV uses Vechain's blockchain. So there is a connection there. Is it a direct connection? Not exactly, but indirectly, this may lead to something, which obviously would be another massive announcement, or at least integration of some sort, which we will continue to monitor and see if I can pull up any more information on that in the near future. Okay. Secondly, from our beloved Eisenreich, who's a fantastic regurgitator of Vechain news, he says here, I'm just going to read this whole thing. This is in regards to the upcoming DeFi expectation on the Vechain's platform. It says, hi, Sonny and Peter. This morning at Vechain Dev teased the new website, vvet.io. Could you give us any additional information about it? Some speculated that VVET would be the VIP 180 wrapped Vechain, which would seemingly have major implications for the DeFi space. And Mr. Peter Zoes, who is one of the lead developer over at Vechain, says VVET is indeed the VIP 180 wrapped Vechain. It is going to facilitate NFT, DeFi, and more applications in the ecosystem. So that was confirmed, and we now, we knew it was coming, but I guess this is just 100% confirmation that we have, Vechain 2.0 coming, proof of authority 2.0 coming with DeFi and NFTs, and not only NFTs, enterprise level NFTs, which is basically gonna send the NFT marketplace into the stratosphere. So, ladies and gentlemen, like we didn't know already, but Vechain is a world beater, and this is just the beginning. Honestly, it's an incredible project that doesn't slow down. They are gonna move into the top 5 cryptocurrency, and they're gonna stay there for a long time. Got a little bit of Cardano news for everybody. This says IOHK partners with Ethiopian government for student IDs on Cardano blockchain. And there was some, I don't know if anyone noticed, but there was some breaking news that Cardano has solidified some partnerships with Africa. And this is exactly what it is in regards to. It says portable digital student identity stored on the Cardano blockchain, home to ADA, the 4th biggest cryptocurrency by market cap, will also open up overseas study and employment opportunities for Ethiopia's 80% rural population. And coming down, it says right here, IOHK's Atala Prism identity solution will enable authorities to create tamper-proof records of educational performance across 3,500 schools, 5 million students, and 750,000 teachers to pinpoint the locations and causes of educational underachievement and allocate educational resources effectively. And then it says the aim is to provide all students with blockchain verified digital qualifications to reduce fraudulent university and job applications and increase social mobility by allowing employers to verify all applicants' grades without third-party agencies. The government is also issuing all teachers and students with tablets and a dedicated internet network, giving all students instant access to their academic records, opening up higher education and employment opportunities for the 80% of Ethiopia's population living in rural regions. So this is fantastic and pretty monumental moving into this kind of space. I would expect to see more growth into the entire crypto space in regards to the educational space, but that's good news. Okay, and then I got some chain game news, everybody. This is pretty important and pretty substantial for the chain games community. FIFA is officially live on their mainnet. It says, "Let's go chain gang, battle your friends, mates, and foes for crypto." And then, of course, FIFA being a huge sport in certain regions of the world, certain countries. This is a big deal. A lot of people were waiting on this, and we have seen some positivity in chain games of late. I did report, I think it was last week or maybe the week before at some point, how I thought chain games was a fantastic buying opportunity, hovering around the 25 to 30 cent mark. And I believe it's around 30 cents or so right now. And then with the announcement that FIFA is officially live on mainnet, I expect to see some continued growth throughout the remainder of the year. Now, it's down, obviously, since I made the informational and price prediction video on it about a month ago or whatnot. But that's just a buying opportunity because nothing has changed with the chain games outlook, and their roadmap looks pretty amazing. So just some positive news for chain games. FIFA is officially live on mainnet. And moving on to the Peerex network, I touch on Peerex network often here at the channel, only because I don't want the community to miss out if they chose to research the coin and do choose to invest. We've been discussing this coin for a couple months now. Obviously, they just redid their website, which you can see here. They have the white paper. They discussed the Peerex launchpad, which is happening in 2 days. Very important. They have the new allocations and the token distribution. And you can see here they give a definitive number now. The total supply is only 305 million, incredibly low. And the circulating supply is 257 million, incredibly low, ladies and gentlemen. That means to get to a $1 Peerex, we would only need $257 million market cap. And those that follow the crypto space know how very, very achievable that is. And they give the breakdown of of how the coins are distributed. And now that they have migrated onto the Binance Smart Chain, here on the website, they give you the Binance Smart Chain address as well as the Ethereum the ERC20 Ethereum address here. The updated roadmap, which guys might want to check out, updated partners that you can contact them and whatnot. So just some very important stuff. But the main thing is that the launchpad is due to go live in 2 days, which might, like I said, I'm expecting to see some activity in the price from now to then. Just wanted to reiterate that information so that no one misses out. Okay. So that's kind of the news I have for everyone today. When you come back from a couple of days hiatus, I'm sure a lot of people were aware of some of this stuff, but if you weren't, hopefully that helps get everybody up to speed. Okay, let me check in on some chat. Why did Mark Cuban and Ellen call Dogecoin? Man, I don't know. Ellen, look, I don't want to get into, I'm not a political guy. You guys know that. But she is, I have lost all respect for her with all that news that broke last year and all the shenanigans she was involved in. So I didn't really care too much about that crap. Now, Mark Cuban, I do listen to because he's such a supporter of the coin and whatnot. But I don't know what was up with them and their pronunciations. Who knows? Rich people. Who knows? Okay, let's see what else we got. You are very welcome, Naime Khatun. I hope I got close to that. You're very welcome, the mountain. Yeah, chat very, very. Live streams have been very down lately, but someone told me that I've been streaming kind of around the same times of some very more prominent and popular YouTube streamers, and maybe that's the case. I might have to look into that. I don't really pay a lot of attention to that. I kind of focus on what we do, and but maybe I should pay attention to it. Maybe there's some people are taking all our views. Mr. Alex Bernard asking, what program do I use for mining? I've only I've tried the Hive, and I've tried good Lord, I have to pull it up because I can't think of it right now. I'm on so much medication. God dang it. I don't know why I can't think of it. It's like Hive, but it's not. It's hold on. That's bad. I can't think of it, and I use it every day of my life. Okay. I'm gonna have to think of it and get back to you. I still got so much anesthesia in me. Wow, I can't think of what it's called. Hold on. Let me think for a second. Okay, a lot of people use Hive, but I don't. And I talked about it dozens of times on the stream. Hold on, I'll think of it. Hold on. Stephanie Dean said, I just wish these young viewers would wake up to why they are watching the content they're sharing. It's either wrong or just completely worthless. Yeah, I do see if you call those streamers out on the false info, they block you. Yeah, you know what I noticed the other day, and it could have been coincidence or whatnot, but I reported on and look, I get it. It doesn't bother me one iota, but I reported Monday on a company I found that is using Vechain, the digicard key, in relation to the sports card and collectible card market. How I thought it was amazing. No one was reporting on it. Like I dug it up and I did a nice piece on it and everything like that. I even spoke to the gentleman that runs Digicard Key to verify some information. And I want to make sure everyone was aware of it because I thought it could be an absolute beast for Vechain due to the number of transactions they potentially could be logging onto the VeThor blockchain. You know, and I said how like sometimes always these industrial companies and partnerships don't always translate into a lot of transactions, but I think this one can. And look, it was nowhere. And the next day, I'm flipping through YouTube to try and catch up on my streamers and stuff that I do have a lot of respect for and whatnot. And I saw 3 or 4 people stream that information that I had put out with no referencing to where they got it from. And you know, it was guys that had like, you know, a few hundred subscribers and like a couple hundred views. And look, we all start somewhere. I get it, but it's like I kind of knew that was me. And it made me feel cool, but at the same time, I'm like, man, throw me a bone, you know? Because if I pull information, I always try and tell you where the websites I use that I pull information from, or if I did hear it from somewhere, I'll tell you where I heard it from, you know, because that's just the lay of the land. That's kind of like an unwritten rule, right? So I was like, ugh. But, you know, ultimately it helps Vechain. So like I said, it doesn't really bother me at all. You know, it's all good. Okay, let's see. Try and catch up a little bit more. Let me switch to live chat. I don't want to miss anything since the numbers are so low. Sometimes I have to cut it into top chat whenever we have a lot of people here, but we're rolling along pretty slowly today. Mr. Ewy Pewy said a little music might help. Man, I had to, my first few streams I did have music, and then I had to do it away with it because we just kept kept getting hit with copyright. God dang it, so much anesthesia. Kept getting hit with copyright problems, and in truth, I have a lot of overseas viewers that go back and watch the streams like later, you know, on their time, when they're awake and during their time zones, stuff and like that, prominent times, I should say. So I did away with the music to avoid that, and because I didn't want the lives to be pulled down later. I like that they stay up, and I like that my people that I can't get to at certain points of the day can go back and watch it. You know, especially the giveaways and stuff like that. No, I don't use Hive. I use I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. All my logins and stuff are on my other computer for my mining network. So I don't think. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find it. And then I got a new phone, and I don't have it installed on my new phone. It's like I'm just in a position where I can't get to the information I need, and I reported on it many times. Crypto mining. It's a host. The software I use allows you to hook up multiple rigs, and you can adjust everything through there. And they give you the option to pick all the different mining softwares. It's kind of like an all-in-one. Hold on. Like, you know, you have your CUDA miners and your awesome miners and all that kind of stuff, but it's all built into that. And you like, see me personally, I have 3 rigs running, 3 12-cord rigs. So I go into that hub and I can control all 3 rigs from it and select what miners I want to use within it. I just cannot think of the damn program. When I'm doing other things, I've never been good at being able to remember, even though I touched on it many times on the stream. Hold on, I'll get to it. Since we low numbers, I don't feel as I got a little bit of time to look up stuff right here. Crypto mining. I mean, this is crazy. I can't think of it, but I guess it's the medicine. It's a Linux program. Anybody want to help me out? I don't think many people use it here. I know I have talked about it before. I'm not pulling this up. Simple mining. God dang it. Yeah, I use simplemining.net. Okay, so if you go to simplemining.net, they'll have everything you need to know there. And you know, realistically, it might be overkill if you're only like running one rig or just a couple cards, that sort of thing like that. But simplemining.net, basically it's a hub, right? It's a Linux based, so you don't even need Windows. You just can put it on like a USB stick or whatever, depending on what your setup. And the simplemining.net will allow you to log into all the rigs you have running. Like for me, I have multiple rigs, so it's a perfect situation. And it's like $2 per rig per month, which is negligible right now, honestly. And like you can go into, just like Hive, you can go into each rig and each card and set your clocks up and down, your voltage up and down, your fan speeds up and down, basically anything you want to do all remotely from your phone and or from another computer, which is very, very important because obviously you can't be at your rigs all the time. But simplemining.net is what I've been using for years, and I absolutely love that program. So yeah, there it is. Sorry it took so long. Okay. Let me try and catch up here. Elon definitely knows something we don't. That's why, yeah. Like we like to say here on the channel, my money's on the guy that builds rockets. What are the benefits of running on Linux versus Windows? Well, okay, like whenever I build my rigs, I have them running remotely and in a workshop. Okay, so I don't. Like simplemining.net handles everything. I mean, Simple Miner program handles everything. So like, I don't want to have to install Windows on a computer rig that doesn't need Windows. You see what I'm saying? I mean, on a mining rig that doesn't need Windows. So basically like, and the program is very, very, very small. You see, it's basically just Simple Miner just has loads of, executable commands for your card settings, and then of course all the different miners you can select. Like they'll have all the miners already built into it, so it's just data. It's not like running programs. So it's so small, you could literally like I load it onto like a USB drive, and whenever I have my mining rig in there, I can basically just plug the USB drive right into the motherboard, and it boots up. It automatically boots up the Linux program and Simple Miner, and then you pick your miner and whatnot remotely, and it'll run it like that. You don't need to have to go into, after the initial setup, of course, you won't need to have a monitor and a keyboard plugged in at your hardware to go fix it and adjust your settings and all that stuff like that. It's a remote program, and you don't need Windows. You just plug it in and it takes care of itself. It makes it very, very simple. And Musky Doge with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Says makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you'll see like, it depends on where you are, like on the scale of things in your mining worlds. Like, if you have like your gaming computer or something and one video card that you want to mine with when you're not playing your games or using your computer, then, you don't really need that. You can just download, a mining program that can just run off Windows, and then you're good. Hell, you can do that for one entire rig that you might have in your home. You can use a Windows based and just load up the mining program and just run it, directly. And that's fine. I mean, the majority of people do that. But when you start moving into like building multiple rigs, like you have like, let's say you have 2 6-card rigs or 3 6-card rigs or whatever you plan on doing, whatever you want to build, the simplemining.net program monitors all those rigs remotely, and you can even reboot the rigs remotely, and you can do everything you need to do so you don't have to be there. And it just makes it easy when you start running a lot of equipment. It really, really does. I don't want to mine without those types of things. Okay, Miss Stephanie Deaton says, what do you think about Hoge's movement? Any thoughts on where it's going? I know Ian is really into it right now. Yeah, Ian's very, very bullish and very entrenched into Hoge Finance. He actually even got kind of like on the marketing team, if I'm not mistaken, and he's actually discusses a lot of things with some of the marketing team over at Hoge Finance. I personally am still invested in Hoge Finance. I like the activity. I mean, the community is amazing. You know, it's super active. If you go to their Telegram group, they have thousands and thousands of posts all day long. So yeah, obviously it's to me another one of these like it kind of is what it is. It's a social media, it's social coin, but they are pushing pretty hard into their NFTs, and they do have a lot of development in the works. And you know, all this stuff takes money and time, and we are still so very early. It's the tokenomics that really drove me to you know what I like about Hoge Finance. And you know, since then they seem to be one of the earlier to have done it, so that's always good. But then you know, you have had other coins come along that drew some notoriety and some popularity from that, such as SafeMoon, obviously, amongst many others. So right now, personally, and Hoge is my favorite, I do stand by Hoge, but right now there seem to be so many that are attempting to do what they've done, and with the deflationary concept and whatnot, it gets a little muddled. But to me, Hoge Finance seems to be doing the most, and seem to be the most involved, and you know, seem to be going in the right direction. And they're frequently updating and letting people know what's going on. You can go and check, you know, how much Hoge has been burned every day and how much has been reallocated to the community and whatnot. So yeah, I am still bullish on Hoge. It's just you have to give a coin like that time for the tokenomics to work, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah. So whenever we have important stuff, I definitely will get that information out to everyone on Hoge Finance here on the channel. We do have some inside route now, since Mr. Ian Ninja Defender has been working with the marketing team and has you know, gets the latest and most up-to-date news concerning the direction they're going. So we, of course, will get that to the community probably sooner than most, as soon as we get new and late-breaking information. What's up, Stephen Johns? Welcome back. Peter Cook says, where do you see Vechain going this bull run and long term? Okay, that's a fair question now, because I do have my price prediction video on the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. But I, of course, made that price prediction video back in March, maybe, at some point, and which was the biggest iota in regards to that was that it was before the Salesforce news, and the Salesforce news is just, you know, I can't stress how important that is and how monumental that is. 150,000 potential clients on the corporate level. I mean, it's a big deal. So my initial price projections for Vechain was, let's see if I can remember right. I thought we could hit a 28-cent coin this year. I think that's where my Vechain predictions landed. And of course, we approached that on the last run up, and we're back down to around 20 cents. Now, like I said, that was before the Salesforce news and, you know, everything else. So look, I'm probably gonna have to go back and do another Vechain video, because, you know, we still have VExchange 2.0 coming to mainnet. We've got Proof of Authority 2.0 coming to mainnet. I still think Coinbase is gonna have to list us at some point. They're just losing money at this point now. And then, of course, the DeFi that was that we touched on earlier from the AMAs that they verified is happening. And then, of course, that was before the DHL. We knew they were working with DHL, but, you know, DHL news was nice. And then the Salesforce. Look, if the Salesforce thing goes through, whatnot, I can honestly see Vechain approaching $1 at some point this year, probably around the September mark. I honestly feel that way. And, you know, and you guys know I'm conservative, but Vechain project is just incredible. It's the best blockchain project in the crypto space. So yeah, I can see us approaching $1 at some point this year. Now, do I have the numbers offhand? No, I'll have to go do it again. but I have no problem saying that now. And if Salesforce announces a partnership, then yes, I can see a 75 cent to $1 coin this year. Okay, what else we got? Trying to catch up here. Hospital went okay. I got a big chunk of my head missing now. See that? But yeah. But I think they cut it all out. I have to meet with my doctor Monday, and I guess we'll touch base on where we stand. But I think we cut it all out. Okay. Let's see. Thoughts on bonfire with the Mark Cuban news. I'm not exactly what you mean by bonfire, but I'm watching Mr. Bird Dog. Why don't you specify for me, and I'll let you know what I think on that. Do you ever find the head that the Turkish exchange that disappeared with the 2 billion in crypto? I don't. If they did, I don't know, my friend. I haven't heard too much about that. Mr. Christopher Nelson says, guys, can y'all help a bro out? How can I see cryptocurrency projections? Is there a good app or website? There's nothing definitive, my friend. Unfortunately, I mean, you can punch in, Vechain projections or whatnot, but you're gonna get different answers from all different walks because it's all speculative. No one really knows. Some numbers are just outdated and almost useless, and some people are all about going to the moon and give you crazy predictions. So it's really all over the place, my friend. Stephen John says $1 Vechain for your bag, man, will be nice. Yeah, of course, it would. And the thing is, getting to that kind of number would be just, life changing and crazy, honestly. But it's weird for me because I've been in Vechain for years, since it was Vin. We had to convert to Vechain, and you watch a coin progress, you watch a coin grow, and you're at this point, and it's like so much is happening, and it's so crazy, and like there's almost no stopping it. So it's like, is $1 just not just the beginning? I mean, obviously it's going to be monumental, but like the adoption, which has admittedly been said from Mr. Sonny Liu from the start of this project, was that they're not expecting any kind of realistic or expectation adoption until 2025. So yes, the coin has been running up, and yes, it's amazing, but we're 4 years from where they expect things to really start being. So like, can we get to a $2 or $3 coin in 5 years? Yeah, probably. So it's gonna get dicey if we start approaching the 60-70 cent mark. It's gonna be hard not to start taking profits. And I've always said I was in it for the long haul, and it is my number one favorite long-term coin in the entire space. But I mean, money. It comes a point where you have to start to kind of be smart. And although investing in Vechain is the smartest thing you can do, in my opinion, I don't know, man. It's that's when the professional in me starts to be like, okay, we're dealing with some money now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna have to make some decisions on an exit plan at some point. Now I'll let you guys know what I come up with, but right now we are still so very early. I'm not anywhere near that. Let's see. What's my view on IOST? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with it, my friend. Bird Dog says, apparently Mark has invested into Bonfire's business, not coin. Would think that says Bonfire must have something. Man, I'm just not familiar with what you're talking about. Let me see if I can. Bonfire Crypto. See, I don't even know what this is. Let me see what this is. Okay, we'll look at it together. How's that? That's fair. Are you referring to this Bonfire Crypto? Stay cozy with Bonfire. Bonfire is a frictionless yield generating contract that allows you to seek shelter amidst the chaos of the market. Original supply, Cool. How many coins is that? A trillion? A zillion? 10% tax? Yeah, I mean, I'm not super familiar with this. I'm really careful on when someone comes out and starts. I think my head's bleeding. Someone comes out and starts discussing a coin, shilling a coin publicly like that. What if he's just super invested in it and wants to make it blow up? It gets kind of dicey. Yeah, my head's bleeding again. That's not good, I don't think. I'm so determined to get you guys a stream. Ugh. Sorry, all of it. I can't let it bleed all over me. See how determined I am? I have to get y'all the information. Crap. Anyway. So ridiculous, huh? Okay, so all right. Yeah, I'm just not super familiar with the bonfire thing. I think I'm gonna have to just look into it some more. I didn't get to sit through the entire Mark Cuban thing. Obviously, I'd been in the hospital, but I felt something cold on my head, and I was like, man, I'm gonna turn the AC on, but no, I'm just bleeding all over the place. Okay, so that's weird. No worries. Okay. Yeah, so I'll look into that some more. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, and I'll see what and I'll see what I can get from that. Okay. I don't want to speak too soon, because it could be an amazing project. I'm just not too familiar with it. And then Michael Tucci says, regarding Dogecoin, I feel like people don't understand the achievement of the 5-day 27-cent baseline. Heard a ton of people complaining about the dip when they should have been celebrating the support. Yeah, it's we went through this the first run up when it got up to 8 cents. Like a lot of people were buying in at 7 or 8 cents. And then of course it corrected, and but a lot of that was due to the exchanges and whatnot crapping out, and people couldn't get involved, and a lot of different stuff. And they were like, oh, I bought at 7 or 8 cents and now it's down, it's junk. And I'm like, you realize this coin was like at just fractions and fractions of a penny for years. It's like we're doing good. It's like it's amazing. And like it's a 30-cent Dogecoin with a $40 billion market cap. Yes, it you always want it to be more. I mean, ultimately everyone always wants everything to be more. But yeah, I mean, you have to build support. You're gonna have corrections, all that kind of stuff like that. So yeah, ultimately, I mean, we're doing very, very well. It's just, you're not gonna get a Lambo overnight, although some people did with Dogecoin, honestly. So, I think we're good. I think we're in a good space. Let's see. HBAR looking for their site partnerships are very interesting. I'm not super familiar with that. Again, my friend, I can look into it when I have some more time. So yeah, we're gonna check that out. Try and get some information and some knowledge on HBAR. Entry point for Vechain. That's another common asked question here, and we discuss that all the time. And I'll tell you now, I don't think there's ever a bad time to buy Vechain. We are still very early, and like I said, I need to do a new price prediction video, but if Salesforce announces a partnership, I can definitely see Vechain getting to at least 70 cents this year, and there's a chance you can approach $1. I really do believe that, and I would have never had said that coming into the year, because my initial price projection for a high this year was 28 cents. But the Salesforce thing is that big of a deal. It's that huge. When you have one entity bringing in 150,000 clients, it's just a complete game changer. Not to mention all the other normal growth that Vechain has coming its way with 2.0 and the DeFi and all that other stuff. So Vechain's a world beater. And I'll tell you honestly, I don't know if we have some new people here. It looks like there's a few people here I don't recognize, but I almost never sell or move out of a coin at a loss. Practically never. But I did that. I think I explained what I did with everyone on was it Friday's stream? Or was it Monday's stream? Maybe Monday's stream. I told everyone what I did because I'm pretty transparent about the way I handle my stuff. Okay, so we had the big crash, right? And then the second crash. Well, during that big crash, where Vechain went all the way down to like 13 cents, obviously I missed that super bottomed out point. But what I did was I actually sold my holdings in crypto.com at a loss, which I never do, but I just want everyone to know this is how strongly I feel about Vechain. And I took because I didn't have any more money to invest. I didn't have any like fluid money to invest. The last couple of weeks when I had some fluid money to invest, I put it in Peerex network. So I didn't have any liquidities floating around for me to do that. So I moved out of crypto.com. I took everything I had and bought back into Vechain, and I tried to do it during the very bottom of the dip, but my transactions in the process ended up going through at 16.8 cents. That was what I was able to get back into Vechain at, and that obviously was the last time I bought. But before that, the last time I bought at Vechain was 7.8 cents, and then the time before was more than half my bag at 2.5 cents. So, and then more from years before, but I mean in the last few months, since you guys know, since I've been streaming on YouTube. So 16.8 was the last time I bought back in the Vechain, and I had no problems doing it, because even if we just get back to all-time highs at about 26.5 cents or 27 cents, it's still a fantastic return. But I fully expect it to be at least double the 16. You know, I fully expect us to get up to about 35 cents, probably by the end of next month. So that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly how I handled it. And like I said, I would normally never do that, but I just felt that I can be in a better spot, make more off of Vechain from the correction than I could with crypto.com. Do I plan on moving back into crypto.com at some point? Yes, probably. But right now, with so much happening with Vechain and so much positivity with Vechain, I felt it was the smarter move. And, you know, I could be wrong, but like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm certainly not a financial advisor. So that's where I ended up. So I hope that at least gave you some kind of a answer to, you know, if it's a good time to buy Vechain. Yeah, I think it's always a good time to buy Vechain and soak up blood on your head during a live stream. Maybe I'll get some subs for this. And it's not fake. For those that are like thinking I'm trying to get some sympathy votes, it's not fake. I can show y'all some pictures if y'all want to see them, but it's pretty bad. Okay. As a matter of fact, if y'all go to the Discord channel, matter of fact, I didn't even touch on that today. Let me touch on that today. So look, don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you're being at least entertained, please turn notifications on to all so that you can be notified every time we go live. We have polls, we do giveaways, and then my normal video uploads. But look, if you scroll down into the description, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, just take a couple seconds. I have links to a cryptocurrency wallet, a little collectible Dogecoin, some other Dogecoin and Vechain memorabilia if some of you guys want to support those coins. I have a KuCoin referral code down there. It's an exchange I use where I trade in Vechain, Cardano, Dogecoin, many coins here we discuss at the channel. Also, I have links to my social media, and while they're all nice and important, Discord is very important because you can leave images there, we can leave links there. A lot of times I can't get back to the studio to drop a video or do a live, but I have some information I want to get to everyone, or maybe some important coin information, something that can help everybody get in on something before, you know, rather than later. So it's pretty cool. And of course, all this is completely free, you know, the social medias and all that kind of stuff like that. And then we do have a Bradley Assassin merchandise link if you guys want to support the channel. So really appreciate you guys taking the time to at least check that out. I don't have a Telegram group. That's the only thing I don't have. I could consider doing that though. Discord works very, very well for most of what we need though. Yeah, so I was saying, and if you guys join the Discord and scroll up in the crypto general chat, I got pictures of my head all cut up. So, you know, am I a Saints fan? Not really, man. I used to be, for the first half of my life, actually, until I was about 35, which is, I'm 44 now. So for a very long time, from the time I was about 15 to the time I was about 35, I was a hardcore fantasy sports guy. Like, hardcore. I could have told you anything you want to know about any player, stats, anything. Like, I was a computer. I was basically a sports computer. And then the whole kneeling thing broke out, and it really left a sour taste in my mouth. So I just completely stopped watching sports. I haven't watched sports in about 3 years now, since that whole kneeling debacle went down. It was just, I don't know. It wasn't for me. So yeah, I went from hardcore and to where I thought I wasn't going to be able to live without sports to I don't even turn it on anymore. I focus my life on my company, on cryptocurrency, and the community here to try and help people. Did I ever get into Link from Mr. Nader? Yeah, that Link was one of my first cryptocurrency investments, and the link I purchased years ago, I have not touched, and I will not touch. That's one of the coins that I think can help with my retirement in a few years, because Chainlink being involved in all the DeFi stuff and bringing the data and, you know, on the real world data onto smart contracts, it's going to be incredibly valuable, especially since the supply versus demand is going to become a thing sooner rather than later, because their total supply is so low. Let's see. Africa ADA Cardano announcement tomorrow. Yeah, I broke some news on it today about the Ethiopia student information on the blockchain. That was one of the bits of news I had for everyone that we went over today. Derek Heavener, thank you, man, for whatever I did that impressed you or drew approval. I'm glad that worked out. So yeah, another slow day, but it's good, man. I get to get a little more intimate with everybody not in a weird way, but you know. Okay, so I guess we can, let's see here. We can maybe do another coin market cap recap since things have slowed down a little bit. Let's do that. Okay, and here we are. This will be coin market cap recap number 2 on the day. And we'll see if we had any change in activity. Actually, we have. Let me stretch this out so I can read it. Actually, we have, because see, right now we are up 0.84%. We were 0.34% just at the beginning of the stream. So that is a 0.5% increase just since we started the stream. And that puts us at a $2.086 billion market cap. And going down the list, we have, oh yeah, Bitcoin's approaching 55K, ladies and gentlemen. That's about as high as it's been since the initial correction a few days back, what was it, Thursday, when Biden attempted that ridiculous proposal. Ethereum at $2,721, Binance Coin at $558, XRP in the number 4 spot at $1.34, Cardano up to $1.31. Dogecoin in the number 7 spot at 30 cents. We have Polkadot in the number 8 spot at $33.68. Uniswap in the number 9 spot at $42.26. Litecoin holding down the top 10, or rounding out the top 10, I should say, at $254.78. We have my number 2 favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space, Chainlink in the number 12 spot. And my number 1 favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space in the number 13 spot, that is Vechain, just under 20 cents. Solana, who I spoke on recently in Monday's stream, I think is an amazing project that's going to continue to do very, very well. In the number 14 spot, we have, let's see, what else was I discussing? Pancake Swap, who I also touched on Monday, I think is doing amazing things and will continue to do very, very well. In the number 28 spot at $35.80. Crypto.com at 18.8 cents. Matic, of course, has been making strides, and I touched on them a few times last month, maybe in the previous month, how I thought it was an amazing project and it's very, very needed. I thought it was going to do great things for Ethereum, and then of course it got listed on Coinbase, which pushed it out of my investment range, only to continue to grow. So I wish I'd actually acted on my my sentiment in that I thought it was going to be a great project, and it is, and it has been. I just I missed the boat when I was speaking of it. So so congratulations to everyone that moved into Polygon Matic back then. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yo, bro, got ideas with HBAR? That's the second time I've been asked that today, and I'm not familiar with it. So I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at it whenever I get some time and see what I'm missing on. So thanks for bringing that to my attention again. First Utopia says, I'm in Toronto. Pretty sick with the new India variant. I hope the new COVID crisis doesn't tank the markets. Yeah, that's bad news. You know, hopefully that can get, you know, reconciled or yeah, worked on in some sort, as the rest of the world seemed to be crawling out of that hole. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed to see that things have taken a downturn there too. We have a lot of breadheads over in India, so I hope everybody's doing okay. I gotta answer this, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Yes. I'm okay. Just a few minutes ago my head started bleeding and seeping, but I guess that's normal. No, I was just sitting here using my computer, and I felt something running down my head, so I just kind of soaked it up, but I guess it stopped for now. I mean, I'm assuming that's normal. Okay. I'm just taking Tylenol. I haven't taken any of the narco stuff. Hmm. No, I think I'm okay. Okay, thank you. All right, bye. Okay, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That was the hospital checking on me. I'm like, yeah, well, my head's bleeding. She's like, well, that can be normal. Anyway, okay, let me catch back up. Okay, so first Utopia. I'm an essential construction worker. Last variants weren't too bad. This one isn't nice. Let's see. Have you checked out Omi yet? I did look into Omi. Let me try and refresh my memory here after I get through this chat. Thank you, First Utopia, for the kind words, man. And Derek says, joined a little late today. Have you discussed NFT art today? Not really in detail. The only thing we touched on with NFT stuff today was the verification from Vechain that they are officially moving into NFTs, like enterprise level NFTs, and they gave an explanation on that, and you can go dig up some more information on that. It's kind of like the progression of NFTs from like kind of being focused on the art and collectible world into like usable real world application in enterprise level NFTs. So pretty interesting stuff. Of course, Vechain always on the forefront and probably gonna send the coin into another stratosphere that we can't project on, but that's all stuff we want. So thank you for bringing that for the question. Busy Buzz Gaming says, I hope you're well. What do you think about Cya Coin? I mean, I've been asked that before, and I think we've touched on it before, but I can't recall what we discussed on. So I need to go back and touch on Omi and Cya Coin in a second. So let me move on. Yeah, HBAR, that's the third or fourth time people bring up HBAR today. First Utopia says, I understand that. Just pulled out of shit coins like EXE8 and 8, Ubique chain of things, invest in 88. Yeah, you know, I am still invested in some of these in low cap coins of that because I like the projects and I think they could be, you know, like really substantial gains for the money. But ultimately, yeah, your Cardanos, your Vechains, and those guys that are going to be world beaters and stuff like that, you know, we might not see the crazy multiples, but it's a lot safer and more, you know, I get it. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. So yeah, I need to go look at HBAR, I need to go look at OMI, and I need to go look at Cya Coin and see if we can catch up and get some information on that. Let's see. Okay, so let me go first and foremost pull up HBAR. Okay, oh, that's a hash graph coin. Yeah, I saw George talking about this. Okay, so let's look at it together. Okay, so this is HBAR, Hedera hash graph. It says incredibly fast, predictably low fees, finality in seconds. Okay. Dual role of HBAR. HBAR is the native cryptocurrency of the Hedera public network. HBARs are used to power decentralized applications and protect the network from malicious actors. Network fuel. Developers use HBARs to pay for network services such as transferring HBARs, managing fungible and non-fungible tokens, and logging data. For each transaction submitted to the network, HBARs are used to compensate network nodes for bandwidth, compute, and storage. Hedera's proof of stake public network uses HBARs, which are staked or proxy staked, coming soon to network. Weighted voting HBARs makes it difficult and expensive for a bad eye. Okay. Third generation public ledger. Bitcoin pioneered decentralized infrastructure and Ethereum brought programmability. But earlier proof of work blockchains consume massive amounts of energy and process transactions slowly in order to achieve acceptable levels of security. Heavy bandwidth consumption by these technology leads to expensive fees, even for simple cryptocurrency transactions. The Hedera proof of stake network, powered by Hashgraph consensus, achieves the highest grade of security with blazing fast transaction speeds and incredibly low bandwidth consumption. By combining high throughput, low fees, and finality in seconds, Hedera leads the way for the future of public ledgers. Okay, yeah, this looks really good, really strong. Okay, we went over this. Give you some numbers. Okay, yeah, this looks really, really nice. I'll have to look into it some more and perhaps break it down and try and get some better information for everyone. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. For everyone that discussed Hedera Hashgraph today, some people were asking about OMI. I do remember looking at it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to press. I wanted to go to... Let's see, let me make sure. Yeah, OMI is the NFT project that has all those amazing partnerships, right? Let's see. I think that's what it is. OMI to WOM chain swap website. How to wrap your OMI Uniswap. This must not be exactly what I'm looking for. I think yeah, I think OMI is the coin that had the very promising partnerships. Why can't I find any good information on it? Obviously, pretty high circulating supply, but affordable coin, which makes sense. Let's go down here. Ecomi is a Singapore-based technology company in the digital collectible space. The company was created created VV, a blockchain. Okay, make up of two different elements. Former Ecomi Collect ecosystem, now known as VV, and the Ecomi storage wallet. The OMI token is a utility token that is used as a medium of exchange When a buyer sells or trades the digital collectibles on the VV platform. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I was looking at the right thing, I think. Visit website. Welcome. Yeah, see, they have some awesome partnerships. DC, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, Adventure Time, Powerpuff Girls, Superman, Back to the Future. Yeah, they got some fantastic partnerships over here. So yeah, looks like an NFT based project that has a lot of the partnerships you want. Okay. And then the last one we wanted to touch on that last one I want to touch on that some people brought to our attention was Cya Coin. So let me go pull that up real quick for everybody and see how that's looking these days. Okay, so let's go take a look at Cya Coin, ladies and gentlemen. And here it is currently circulating supply is 47,590,342,992 at just under 4 cents a piece right now. And it says Cya Coin is the native utility token of Cya, or Cya, a blockchain based distributed decentralized cloud storage platform. Cya acts as a secure, trustless marketplace for cloud storage in which users can lease access to their unused storage space. Agreements and transactions are enforced with smart contracts, and Cya Coin is the medium of exchange for paying for storage on the network. The main goal of the project is to become the backbone storage layer of the internet. Cya was originally announced in 2014 before being revised and re-announced later in May of 2015. It officially launched in 2015. Okay, yeah, so very interesting there, and one of the few projects that are doing this, to my knowledge. So if you guys want to go look further into Cya Coin and see if that's something you'd be interested in investing in, I would certainly suggest doing much more research. I'm going to take some time, and now that I have some targets for some of my newer price prediction and informational videos, I will focus on those coins and try and get that out to everybody as soon as I can. Okay. Mathis Creamers says, why donations in a meme coin like Doge? Why not something with fundamentals like Bitcoin or Ethereum? Only because, we believe in the Dogecoin movement, where, we think it's good for the crypto space. And anytime you have an opportunity to use the coin, in a public environment or help the coin along with adoption, we think it's just a positive thing to do. And First Utopia with the $10 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Very, very generous. Says, thanks for understanding. Keep safe. Yeah, of course, man. Thank you. I appreciate the incredibly generous super chat, and I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Okay. OMI needs to be listed on better exchanges. Yeah, that seems to be the case a lot. There's always up and downs to that every time. Skillful. Obviously, the more difficult the coin is to get, you typically the less you can acquire it for, and that sort of thing, which helps you, because when it becomes listed on exchanges and easier for the public to get a hold of and stuff, for those of us that aren't in the crypto space and don't have the knowledge, then of course that makes our difficulties from acquiring the coin at early stages much more valuable as they start to do well. So, and then of course the downside is, it not being listed on exchanges. So I think it's kind of like a double-edged sword. But yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Let's see. The coin is deflationary. OMI is burnt with each drop in sales in the marketplace. Okay, nice. OMI is deflationary. Thank you. Kenneth Coe says, you in the groups too, Nayumi? I'll share it too when it happens. The Indians would surely watch it. Okay, good news. NFT market is too saturated right now. It surely is. It blew up really fast, and I've said that from the beginning. That's why a lot of people, when they were asking about Engine Coin and Chili's and that sort of stuff, I was like, man, I kind of need to wait to see what cream rises to the top, because everyone does it now, and it's, you know, I don't know how the market's going to end up or which way it's going to go and whatnot. So it's a little overwhelming, but I do think Vechain's enterprise NFTs are going to be very, very substantial in comparison to just your typical collectible NFTs. All right. Mr. Saima Nazreen says, do you think Vechain will make a pullback before moving to all-time highs? Well, we kind of did. You know, we just went through that double correction, you know, from the FUD thrown our way, from obviously, you know, the Biden administration and their you know, pitching the capital gains tax, to the Turkey debacle, the problems with crypto in Turkey, and then just a handful of things thrown our way all at the same time. And you know, we had that first downturn, which brought us from around 59 to 55, and then the second one over the weekend, which brought us all the way, I think we crashed as low as like 47 or so, and then we subsequently came back up, and right now we're just under 55 again. So we had a couple substantial low points, and I think now we're on the way back up. So I would like to think we're past the big 30% correction, and that we're moving towards some positivity now. Okay. John Anderson says, we're working on a project to wrap stocks onto the blockchain. You trade stock? I do not. If you're asking, I personally do not trade in stocks, but I saw that Binance started doing that. I think they brought Tesla, right? They started wrapping Tesla onto the BSC, and that's why Binance Smart Chain just keeps. I mean, Binance as a whole keeps moving and moving and moving. So yeah, that's becoming a thing, and that's really good for us in the crypto space, having access to, you know, that type of thing. Let's see. Hey, you're gonna be at the Vechain AMA tomorrow? I went through most of that Vechain AMA today on the cryptocurrency Reddit, and that's the couple little bit of news I pulled from that AMA. I showed everyone at the beginning of the stream where we got verification of the DeFi coming and how they're bringing it. And also, one gentleman asked about working with Tesla, with Vechain working with Tesla. And Mr. Sonny Liu directly commented saying that, you know, he said, if he's not mistaken, Vechain works with, what is it, DNV, if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, DNV, and Tesla is also a customer of DNV. So in an indirect way, you know, he mentioned that there's a chance there could be something going on between Tesla and Vechain. Okay, moving down. What price would be the best to get into Vechain? Again, I always say there's never a bad time to buy Vechain. Obviously, over the last few days, we dipped all the way down to 13 or 14 cents. That would have been perfect. I even tried to get in on that, but the correction happened so fast. I was only able to get back in at 16.8 cents, which I have absolutely no problems with. And that was the lowest I could get in. But right now we're on the way back up. So I'm not too sure we'll get there again for a while. I mean, another correction could happen. You know, FUD is always thrown our way, which helps us as investors because we can just buy in at lower costs. But we have been moving on the up since that correction. Kenneth Cole says, I'll be sure to be watching your videos and lives from now on, hoping you could do a breakdown in HBAR. Be sure to share it on all the HBAR community, especially on Telegram. I will, my friend. I'm definitely going to focus on that pretty soon. Typically on Thursdays, I try and upload my price prediction and informational videos. Just the last few days, I been in and out of the hospitals and whatnot. So if I can get straight and get back and online, I'll do that as soon as I can. But I also have that mining equipment that came in that I need to do a review on, so that I can get that information out to the community. So I got a lot ahead of me. I'm gonna work as fast as I can to try and get that out for everybody. But thank you for showing the interest. I really appreciate it. DFI stocks will be available by end of the year. Right now, they are putting options on the blockchain. Yeah, it's like so much is happening in the crypto space. I'm very excited for that because I don't invest in stocks, but if I had the medium to do it through crypto, I'd probably take a look at it. But we are now up to an hour and a half stream, which is not bad. Of course, the numbers were very, very down today, and that's okay. It allowed me to get a little bit more intimate with everybody and meet a lot of the new people. So I really appreciate everyone taking the time to give us some views today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you were at least entertained today. Turn all those notifications on so that you guys don't miss whenever we do our polls. Every Monday, we'll let the community vote on what everyone would like me to give away on our upcoming giveaway. On the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel, I do have the new video I uploaded today. It's the prize announcement giveaway for this Friday, where you can go and enter the contest if you so choose to. It also gives the date and the time and what we're giving away. We have live streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we also have this running right now, ladies and gentlemen. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will give away $500 worth of Bitcoin. That video is going to stay up on the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel until we reach 10,000 subscribers. And of course, when we do, like I said, I will give away $500 worth of Bitcoin. The explanation of what you need to do is in that video. It's very simple. Basically, just need to comment on that video. And of course, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will right away start a brand new 15,000 subscriber mark with a even bigger and better giveaway. So something to keep in mind, a little bit of entertainment for everyone back on the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel. So I really appreciate everyone taking the time today. And keep an eye out for a price prediction and informational video tomorrow, as well as the upcoming giveaway on Friday. But between now and then, stay safe, and I'll see everybody soon. Goodbye.